What's going on, everybody? It's T-Reaper back again with another video. Total disclaimer as beginning of this video, this is to honor, not to hate. I'm not saying that I completely buy this just yet, but bear with me. This only just, came to my attention this morning, and I was at work and I watched the new Tomb Raider today. So, but before I just get started, just know that this is, again, to, honor and to remember and not to hate. So let's get into this video. So this morning Next Gen 720 said that he's thinking about leaving Xbox, going to PlayStation, and because of all the hateful comments he's receiving on Twitter. And I checked out that Twitter. That Twitter is pretty actually hateful. A lot of, but you also got a lot of support there too. So the reasons for the bot father leaving, I can honestly respect them. Not necessarily saying I agree with them, but I respect them nonetheless. And it's kind of sad, and if this actually turns out to be true, it's kind of sad and kind of in a way, it's kind of awing to be nonetheless, to be the less honest. I mean, we're talking about the dude that has birthed about 70% of the bot personas on YouTube. We're talking about the bot father people, and my personal opinion is even though some people don't have him directly to thank for their success, they were kickstarted by other people who got their success off of Z. So indirectly, whether we bots want to admit it or not, none of us would be here on YouTube, and the ones that have our success directly related to Z's Kickstarter, none of us would be here today if it wasn't for Z. So I think it's kind of sad and kind of awing that it took so much to break, but yet for someone who just wants peace and solace and doesn't want to be attacked, I totally understand it. It's but these comments on Twitter that the dude's poisonous, I don't believe that, and I truly, honestly, actually don't believe that, because I'm one of the most poisonous people out there. So I can tell you this dude is not poison. Whether you agree or disagree with his personal opinion towards Xbox and Microsoft is totally your own business. I think this dude, he has given a lot to certain members of this community, and I think that honestly deserves respect. And the thing about Z is I think he gives more to people than he honestly receives, and that's honestly just too bad, because if I was giving and giving and giving all the time and I never got anything back, I certainly would be pretty pissed off. And then not to mention when if I had birthed half of the people that have now have basically been calling me out and have been turning on me, I'd be pretty mad. Plus all the phone calls, the hate threats, it gets to you, and I totally respect that and I totally understand it. But it's a lesson to be learned, because this isn't the whole Iron Wolf situation. This is Z wants to go to PlayStation because he believes it will be better there, or he hopes it will, at least that's what he said. But I don't know if I actually totally buy that just yet, because and I'm gonna tell you why. I don't believe that, because from a dude that has given so much to this community and given birthed so many personalities that it's not even actually funny, that has started so many podcasts, that has been around for so long. I can't just see this person or Z just up and going to PlayStation. I just can't honestly see that. And I legitimately am on almost every single day, and every single day I see Z streaming one thing or another. Most of the time it's Gears, but for someone that has as much love for Microsoft, and I don't see him breaking, which is kind of which is kind of interesting. Although retrospect, I think often what breaks somebody isn't what honestly people think will actually break them, which is kind of interesting. But not saying Z is actually going to go through with it, but if he does, you know, I'll continue to watch his stuff. I mean, you know, maybe not as actually often as I do now, but you know, I'll still watch it. And you know, I wish him the best, because you know, for someone that has, you know, helped so many of us out, you know, I hope Z finds solace and peace in whatever he chooses to do. And just know that, you know, for those, you know, who stay silent, you know, and you know, who follow him wherever he goes, you know, he'll always have that hardcore fan base. And I don't think that hardcore fan base will leave, because I've already seen tweets on Twitter, you know, people will follow this dude no matter what console he goes to, because they like his persona, they like his personality, and you know, they like his message, which is the important thing. But I hope this isn't true, but you know, I legitimately want to see if this is a bluff or not, because I'm not entirely positive that it actually is not a bluff or not. So Z, shout out to you, man. May God have mercy, and may God, you know, follow you, and whatever, you know, console you choose to move to. But personally, to me, you're honestly not toxic. That's my job, just saying. And you know, I wish you the best of luck, and I'm sure we all actually do. So you know, Z, I'm sorry that the bot community, you know, got you down. Sorry it's turning on you, but just know that, you know, you still have hardcore fans, and I hope that whatever you choose to do, I hope you actually find happiness wherever it leads you. This is T Reaper. I'll be back later this weekend with a totally new video, and shout out to Z. May God bless you. Later.